Dear student, today I am going to take the topic of asynchronous data transfer. So, this topic belongs to the computer architecture. Okay. So first of all, what is the asynchronous data transfer? So the data is transferred from the CPU to the external devices, or the data transfer between the process CPU and the external devices. Okay, so in the asynchronous transfer, it's an unpredictable rate. And also no fixed time duration. Okay, so these are the features of the asynchronous data transfer. Okay, so here what is the difference between in this slide explain the concept of the difference between the synchronous and asynchronous data transfer. What is the synchronous transfer? Synchronous transfer means the clock pulse is attached to the whole CPU and external devices, so that's why each and every seconds are monitored. So the how many data are transferred. So this type of approach is called as a synchronous approach. But in the case of asynchronous, so there is no time duration, or there is no fixed interval. The data transfer rate is unpredictable. But in the case of synchronous, it's a predictable fixed rate. So this is the main difference between the synchronous and asynchronous data transfer. Okay. So the clock's signal to synchronous data transfer can result in waste of resource or slow down the data transfer. This is belongs to the synchronous data transfer. Okay, so here in asynchronous data transfer, the interrupt driven input output is asynchronous data transfer input output synchronous synchronization. The CPU typically uses interrupt driven input output. The interrupt driven input output means the CPU test whether the interrupt is occur or not. Suppose if it is interrupt, means the data transfer is stopped. If it is not, there is no interrupt exist in the system, so it will allow the data transfer. Okay, so then here the CPU can initiate the transfer of data, then device will send the data back in an asynchronous manner. Okay, so in the asynchronous manner, the CPU allow other devices to send or receive the data from the CPU to external devices, as well as the peripheral devices and the memory. So this is the main advantage of the asynchronous data transfer. So what are the problem occurred while transferring the data between the CPU and the peripheral devices or external devices? Okay, here this is the problem. So the data on the data bus is fresh, or not there, no time slot sending and receiving data. So this is the main drawback in the asynchronous. So that's why we want to solve this problem using the two mechanism. One is the strobe, the another one is a handshaking method. In the strobe method, strobe is a kind of signal. The data is put into the data bus. After the putting the data into the data bus, then the strobe signal is on. Then the data is continuously sent from source to destination. So the destination read all the data. After reading the data, the strobe signal is disabled. So this is a source initiated strobe method. Okay, so here this is the steps. First, source put data on the data bus, that is the first step, and on the strobe signal. Here the strobe act as a signal. Okay, destination seeing the on signal of strobe, read data from the data bus. After reading the data from the data bus by destination, strobe gets off. So this is the first one. here data is put into the data bus, then the strobe signal is on. So after reaching the destination, read the data, then strobe signal is off. So this is a first type, source initiated data transfer. Okay, then the destination initiated strobe signal. Here the destination activate the strobe signal. After that, that means destination is ready for accepting the data. Then source put the data into the data bus. The destination read the data data from the data bus. After reading the data, then it will stop the strobe signal. So this is the destination initiated strobe signal. Okay, so this is the diagram for the destination initiated strobe signal. But what is the disadvantage? Here there is no surety. That means whether the data is reaching the destination or not, we don't know. So that is the biggest problem for the asynchronous data transfer using the strobe signal. Okay, so that's why we move to the second mechanism, handshaking mechanism. In this handshaking mechanism, source and destination both are communicate with each other like a handshaking. Both are handshaking with each other. Okay, so in this method, first one is a source initiated handshaking, the another one is a destination initiated handshaking. So first data is put into the data bus, then the data valid is on. Okay, so after accepting it will reach the destination, accept all the data, then it will give the accepted data accepted signal, then the data valid is off. So this method is called as a source initiated handshaking. Here first data bus is activated, data is put into the data bus, then data valid signal is on. So after reading the destination, the data from the data bus, then it will give the signal to the data accepted to the source. So here there is a handshaking between the source and destination. So that's why we know very well about the data is transferred between the source and destination. Okay, then so this is the steps inside in the source initiated handshaking mechanism. Okay, so here this is the diagram. First data bus, valid data is put into this data bus, it will reach the destination read all the data. After the reading the data, it will give the signal to the data accepted. Okay, then the another one is a destination initiated handshaking. So first destination give the request to the source. So after getting the request from the destination, the source put into the data into the data bus, the data valid signal is on. Then after reaching the data, here this is the mechanism, request for the data, valid data is put into the data bus, the valid data is on, then it will reach the destination continuously read the data. After reading the data, it will give the data accepted signal. Then finally the data valid signal is off. So this is the steps behind the destination initiated handshaking mechanism. Okay, so this is the diagram. Okay, dear student, today I take the asynchronous data transfer. If you have any doubt, please kindly give your question in the comment section. I will clear as much as possible. Thank you, student.